Shit, what's our topic?
Being your own advocate and biggest fan.
Ah, well, she said. Hello.
We're off to a great start.
Hello. Oh my goodness. So, little explanation. We were supposed to start this podcast a while ago.
Yeah.
We did an episode, but it was being janky, and it made me mad and I never went back to it.
Yeah.
So, technically, now this is the start
Of season 2.
of season 2. Never mind that. Never mind that.
The other one was like a catch up with us episode.
Yeah, that one.
Because a lot happened.
That one didn't happen. It doesn't exist. So now we're here. We're in season 2 of Into the Nexus. A lot has happened, like Mama said. She moved. Let's see now she's here. So she's moved all her stuff. I drove 7 hours
Yeah.
right after work because the original plan was to drive at 11. But my job was like, nah, 1 o'clock, you gotta stay. I'm like, okay, great. Great. So I had to drive. I got there like 7 in the morning, and then she drove back, and I took the fattest nap.
You were out.
That was it for me. But no, she's been here for how long you been here now?
Almost a year, like 10 months.
Yeah, so she's been here for a hot minute.
It's time to go back.
No, you're not going anywhere. Nice try. Nice try.
So it's been real, but it's time to go.
Nice try. You go nowhere. But yeah, so we've been working a lot into our Discord, Nessus. We've been growing it. We've gotten partners. We've got Turtle, Dro, ACP, Mary.
I think since we stopped podcasting, we've gained ACP and Maryberry.
Mm-hmm.
So we went from 2 to 4.
Oh no, so we got a mod. We got
Yeah.
Deborah.
We got Dead Brain for a mod.
Yes.
The Nexus family is growing.
Yes. So, but today's topic is being. What is it again? Tell me again. The old supporter, right?
Being your own
Right, okay.
advocate and your own biggest fan. Because sometimes we get so wrapped up into lifting up and making sure everybody else is good, we don't make sure that we're good. Stop looking at me.
Yeah? Really? What did I guess?
I know, Speed does it all the time. I have to tell him all the time, you need to take care of yourself.
Oh, yeah, it's this bullshit o'clock. By the way, it's Mama doing it.
But listen, it's not like I intentionally do it. You just get wrapped up in children
Mhm,
and life and annoying Hispanic spouses
mhm,
that need food made.
mhm, mhm, mhm. No, you do need to be your own advocate. You need to be your own person. You need to be your number one supporter.
Mhm.
You have, as I say all the time, you have to get out of your own way to move forward. You can't, just be stuck in a spot. So, there's things you want to do, like Mama started her YouTube. She's been doing that. I've also started on YouTube. I've looked into streaming other places outside of Twitch because Kick just ain't doing it no more. So, yeah, there's goals that you want in life. Get them, move forward to them. Make the freaking steps to. Like,
I'm listening.
she's so out. She's staring at
No,
me.
I'm thinking. I'm processing.
You're so like you have goals in your life that you want to do, so do them. Make the steps to do them.
And on that, I think people set a goal. Like, for example, you set the goal to become a Twitch partner. That's a huge undertaking.
Mhm.
Like, I don't even remember all the metrics, but it's big.
Yeah.
And even if you hit all the metrics, Twitch can still come back. And I've seen them do it and be like, no, you're not ready.
Yep.
I've seen them do it. So even then, you set this goal, and most people will look at the goal, try it for about 5 minutes, and go, "I can't do it," and then walk away.
Mhm.
And so that's when you got to break your goal down a little bit. And as I tell the kids, make bite-sized pieces into it that you can handle. Because you're not, well, unless you're red, you might. You're not going to get like a 2-pound steak and eat the whole thing in one sitting, unless you're red. And then you might. But if you portion that steak up, you're going to eat it over time. And I think that's important to remember too for setting a goal.
Yeah.
Because I've watched you be like, I'm going to make partner. And then you shifted it to, okay, I'm not so focused on the partner, but now I want to grow my YouTube.
Mm.
And now I want to grow my Twitch. And now I want to grow that. And that's all part of becoming a partner.
Mhm.
Because all those things will lead to the numbers you need.
Yep. That's exactly right. You know, that's the small step. Believe it or not, like when you take small steps into the goal you get, you'll eventually get there.
Yeah.
Might take you a minute, but you know, you'll get there. You know, because like Mama said, like make bite-sized steps to your goal. You know, don't try to just fucking hulk it out and just take the whole thing at once. That sounds bad.
Suddenly our podcast needs an 18 plus label because Speed told you not to take it all in.
The moment it came out of my mouth, I was like, wait a minute. That sounds really bad. No. You can't phrase it better than that. Take the whole shit. Okay? Just take it all.
You can't just set this huge goal. You can't just I'm trying to equate it to something. You can't say you want to be president when you're working at Walmart.
Yeah.
You've got to take the steps to get involved in local government and take the steps to becoming president. You can't just, work at McDonald's and be like, you know what, I'm going to run General Motors now.
I don't think it could be a president.
I don't think so either.
Because I'll just be like, free shrimp for everybody.
We've lost Speed now.
I'm way too petty to be president.
I'm aware.
There's no way. Like, imagine that somebody just come at me sideways, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna fuck you up if you do this."
Take the nuclear missile codes away from President Speed. Grandpa doesn't need the car keys right now.
Like, you really want to mess with that.
Oh, but part of that too, setting small goals, is believing in yourself enough to do them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because if you can't expect anybody else to support your hopes, goals, and dreams, if you don't support your hopes, goals, and dreams.
You know, it's very interesting. I see a lot of people apply to being partnered on Twitch, and they don't get it. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm not doing this ever again." Now, I've been rejected in a lot of things. At that moment, I turned to a very persistent person.
I was gonna say I would be the same. I think it might hit me for a minute where I'd be like, "Well, shit, that didn't work out like I thought it would." But then I'm also the kind of person is tell me I can't do something and watch how fast I do.
I'm very persistent.
Like the minute somebody says you can't, okay, now I'm going to prove you wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh my god. Have you ever seen Shameless?
No.
So there's this guy, his actual name is Philip in the show, but they call him Lip for short. And the actor, I saw a clip of him. The actor said that if someone along the lines of what you said, if somebody tells me I can't, there's something in my brain that flips and that says, okay, fuck you, watch this.
Yeah.
And that's my fucking mentality.
Yeah.
And somebody just comes at me and is like, you can't do this. I'm like, you want to bet? I'll do it again. I'll do it twice.
Mm-hmm. I'll do it on the news.
Yeah.
But also on that, I'm realistic too. Like I know I'm not going to go out next week and be the governor of Ohio. Not that I would want to, honestly, but I know that's never going to happen. I would love to be a Twitch partner someday. I know realistically, women have a harder time in that than men do.
Mhm.
If Speed and I had the same exact metrics, the same exact chat, the same exact anything, he would get it faster than I am just because gaming is a boys thing,
Mhm.
unfortunately.
Yeah, well, with the right people, gaming is more than just a boys thing. With the wrong people, that's the
Yeah.
mentality.
And unfortunately, that's the overwhelming mentality. That's why Gamers for Gigi got started in part because I said something about running a fundraiser and I was referred to 4 or 5 men who could do a fundraiser for me. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I got this. Don't worry.
Mhm. That's what's crazy to me. And like, you got goals you have set for you, and then you have, other people like, oh, here's some help. And it's like, I don't need it. Get it out of here. Let me do it myself. And that goes with video games too. Like, you're trying to figure out a video game,
Mhm.
and people come in already and be like, here, let me help you. Like, I don't need your help.
Yeah.
That happened to me the other day. Like, freaking, what game was I playing? Tomb Raider? I think I was playing Tomb Raider. And I think I asked for your help. And some freaking dude came into my stream like, you gotta do this. I ignore them
Yeah.
completely.
I have a very strong no backseating rule, and I will time you out if you continue to backseat. And I get frustrated, especially when somebody's like, "Here, I'll just do it for you." Lunar used to do it to me all the time.
Mm,
Here, let me just do it for. No, tell me how to do it and let me try it. And then if I can't, then I'll call you in. Don't just tell me I can't. But that unfortunately is the mentality that, girls can't do it as well as guys can, unfortunately.
Well, the thing is the way I see it, girls can't do it as well as guys can. Sure, they can do it better. They can do it better. I have seen so many women, they look at something, they look at things differently than guys do.
Mhm.
And they look at it, every detail, every little bit in mind, whereas guys like, all right, that's what I gotta do. Fuck it, I'm gonna get it done right now. They don't think about it. They just get it done. Whether it's the easiest way or the hardest way, they get it done. Now, there are some situations, you have goals or certain goals that you want to get. Some situations call for just getting it done. Other situations call for thinking about it before you get it done.
Sometimes you have to have a long game.
Hmm.
Sometimes you need to have a long game.
Yep. And so, no, it's like whatever you have set for yourself. It could be getting a new car, getting a new house, doing something on the streaming world, or something in the government, whatever. Whatever your goal is, that's what you want, you gotta make stuff for that. You gotta be your own person to support yourself.
You got to believe in what you want more than everybody else does.
Yeah.
I can think when you and I got together, that we heard a lot of, "Oh, that's going to be really hard. You live one place, he lives another.
Hmm.
That's going to be hard." And then we started saying, "Yeah, we're gonna move the whole family to one spot." Oh, that's never going to work. There was a lot of naysaying and it's not going to happen. And meanwhile, Speed and I are in the background planning things. And this is what we have to do to move.
Hmm.
This is what I need to do to move. And then when a move date was set, this is what needs to be done before I move.
Hmm.
And now I'm here. It's okay, now you're here. These are our next steps. Now we're talking about fixing up the house and buying a new car because somebody can't wait to sell his car.
Listen, I just want to say, if you guys haven't looked at a Dodge Durango, look at it. It's a very pretty car.
This man likes to pretend we're poor, even though we have money in the bank. And I love that because I know at the end of the day, our bills are always paid. He's not going to go and blow his money on something stupid.
Hmm.
But And then we've been talking about getting him a new car and getting me a new car. And this is years down the road, we've decided. And so I'm like, okay. So I pushed the excitement for me getting a new car out of my head because this is like 5 years ago. And then he comes to me one day and he's like, my car's worth $15,000.
Yes.
You were going to get a Durango. I was going to get a Jeep. We picked out the cars we wanted.
Mhm.
And then you're like, in 4 or 5 years, we can get a new car.
Mhm.
And one of us can get a new car and pay it out down. Then the other one of us can get a new car.
Mhm.
Remember this conversation?
Mhm.
So I put the excitement of getting a new car out of my head because it's 5 years from now. There's a good chance in 5 years I want a different car.
Mhm.
So I'm not getting excited over this Jeep anymore. And then you come home one day and you're like, so if I sell my car, it's worth 15 grand. And I'm like, my exact words were to you are, so we're starting car shopping. And you're like, yeah, but I'm not going to sell it until I know I can get a new one. So we're going to start car shopping. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Well, the point still stands. I'm not going to sell my car. I want to pay off the one we currently have.
But that's the whole thing. Like, we believe in that goal enough to work for it. We both would like a new car. We both got great cars, first of all.
Mhm.
There's nothing really wrong with them. We just put a butt ton of money into my car.
Mhm.
Your car needs a butt ton of money put into it.
I'm just a big man with a small car.
Yes, he's a big boy. It's like watching a clown.
Mm.
Like watching 15 clowns get out of a little Civic.
I need a bigger car. Yeah.
You got big boy speed and the smallest car. I think he went car shopping and went, give me the tiniest thing you got on your lot.
We went car shopping, and I was like, "Oh, we need a car. We just need a car. Doesn't matter what we got. We just needed a car." And we got it, and it was a nice car. I wasn't a thick boy like I am now. I was a bit skinnier then, so the time it wasn't an issue. Now it's become an issue.
Now we're the thick family.
Yeah.
And it's also an issue because we have a family of 7.
Mhm.
You can't fit 7 in a Ford Fusion.
No.
It just doesn't work. I have a Dodge Journey. You can barely fit 7 in a Dodge Journey. It's cramped and everybody's touching everybody and everybody's grumpy. It doesn't work well.
That always killed me. I remember when we went to Renaissance Festival and the 3 kids were in the back, and they're like, "You're too close to me." I'm like, Jesus
But
Christ.
everybody's like sprawled out.
Yeah.
They can't just sit in their seat.
Oh my goodness. No, but yeah, no, when you put something forward, you can't just give up. You can't just give up the moment it gets too hard. You gotta, there's gonna be obstacles, challenges, all that good stuff. And you have to do something to push yourself through it.
And you have to go into it fully believing that it's going to happen.
Mhm.
You can't be like, this is what I want, but it's probably never going to happen.
Right.
Because you're just shooting yourself. Like, if you don't believe you're going to get it, why should I believe you're going to get it?
Mhm.
If Speed doesn't believe that he's going to get a new car, why should I believe he's going to get a new car?
Mhm.
Like, that's just how it is. If Speed doesn't believe he's going to be partner, why should I believe? Why should I support him and believe he's going to be partner?
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
You can't expect that I'm, funding your dream with my support and you're not funding your own dream.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's early. We both just woke up not too long ago, and he's a little goofy today.
I should have got some sleep. There was no stream this morning. It was actually kind of nice. There was no stream this morning, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going back to bed for a little longer." I went back to bed for an hour. It turned into an hour and a half.
I heard your alarm go off like 3 times. I'm like, I'm not going in there. It's fine.
What's funny is my alarm went off like 8:30 like normal, and then it went off at 9, and then I guess I hit the snooze button instead of shutting the alarm off, so it went off at 9:05. I was like, "Wow, shh, not tired." So I was like, "Yeah, no, 9:30 is fine."
The flip side of you believing in your own dreams is who you surround yourself with.
Mhm.
If you're surrounding yourself with people that do not believe in what you're doing, or are passive aggressive in it. And by that, I mean they support you, they show up to support you, but in the back of their head, they're doing things to hinder you, or they're going, you know, you're never going to hit that right.
Mhm.
That's not helping yourself either.
Yeah, and that's a big thing too. Like you need to surround yourself with positive people that help you, push you towards your goals. I mean, obviously, you gotta push yourself before you have other people push you, but these people are gonna see you that you push yourself already, and they're like, okay, we know what they want to hit. We know that they want to hit, I don't know, 1,000 followers or whatever. We're gonna help them do that. I mean, and we've helped a lot of people push to their goals. We've helped so many people hit affiliate. We've had a lot of people hit 1,000 goals. I mean, I think the first time we met ACP, we helped her reach 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and I think she's well over.
Milestone.
Yeah, I think she's well over 1,000 now.
Yeah.
After knowing her for what, a year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just that's the way it is. You can support yourself 100%. Push yourself to where you need to be constantly. And sometimes you have to do it that way. But having a great support system is 1,000 times better because that can help you reach, the goal that you need. 1,000 followers, or reaching partner on Twitch or whatever. That's
Or even life goals.
yeah.
Life goals. Like we've been talking about relaunching my small business I had before here. And I said to Speed, well, it's like so much into it because I've got to buy all this equipment. I've got to get a new computer. I've got to get a space to set up in. And Speed's like, okay, one thing at a time. What do you need to make it run? Okay, to make it run, I need this machine, this machine. Okay, let's look into getting those.
No.
So it's not just like stream goals, it's like anything in life. You want to go back to college, you got to surround yourself with people that are excited to see you go back to college.
Mhm.
And that's huge because I swear she's not as bad as she used to be, but at least once a week in the past, Red would be like, I'm gonna go streaming. Nobody shows up. I don't want to do this anymore. I just need a break. And every time she did it, Speed would say, go ahead and quit, but tomorrow will be the day you go big.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and quit, but tomorrow will be the day you get a rate of 100 people.
Mm-hmm. I always believe like if you gotta quit streaming, like read. You hear that fucking sneeze?
Your daughter is like big bodily functions lately.
Our child, it's about I don't know, but this freaking tall.
She's little. She's little.
She's about 2 feet tall, roughly, and she sneezed so hard yesterday. That her sneeze was the size of her.
She should have been like a Bugs Bunny character flying through the air. Her sneeze launched her. It was so funny. And she just did it again. It was so funny.
But we had somebody recently, pretty much go on a whole rant or whatever, saying then nobody comes in, yada yada, nobody talks, because then lurkers,
like the lurkers.
Yeah, the whole freaking rant, and me, Mama, and a few other people in their nets to try to have a conversation with him. It wasn't happening. If you can't see these goals for yourself, it's not gonna work for you. No matter what we tell you, it ain't gonna happen.
And even there, it's normal to have self-doubt. It's normal to have the self, I can't do it for a minute. But that's all you get is a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be open to people showing you a different perspective, a different way. Because we don't know all. You might think you do, but you're not the expert on anything.
Mm-hmm.
There's always somebody that knows more than you or a different way than you. I can't tell you how many things Speed does differently now because I come in and I'm like, why do you do it that way? Do it this way. And now he does it my way.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa. I do things the way he does them because he showed me a different way. So you have to be open to that. You have to be open to constructive criticism.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be open to seeing a different side of things. If you have the mindset like this person, I hate lurkers. If you're not talking, you're a waste of my time. Those were his exact words. You shouldn't be streaming because lurkers are what is most days I will have a stream of 8 or 10 people, but I have 2 talking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, lurkers are the backbone of any community.
Yep.
It's the same with anything else. There's things that you don't understand that you need to be open to.
Mm-hmm. I agree with the streaming is not for everybody. Not a lot of people can't fucking cut it, which there's nothing wrong with that. Streaming is a lot of work. You gotta stream, you gotta talk to people, play your game at the same time. Sometimes you gotta, you want to do stuff on YouTube or TikTok or
It's
whatever.
very socially demanding.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
I have never been more social in my life until I started friggin' streaming and I started getting into editing and all that. And then I edit mama's videos and I'm like, I got time for nothing. I work and I do all of this. No, but I do like editing. It's so much fun. Like I edited mama's video that was posted yesterday and I watched it and I giggled. I'm like, I did that. It is it's so goofy and I love it. I want to get better at it.
We use streaming as examples a lot because that's what we do,
Mhm.
and that's what most of our people do. Most of our community we built from streaming
Mhm.
because we learned very early on our family is not going to support us in what we need. Not everybody has that.
Yeah.
Our kids are lucky because we're all like, you want to fly to the moon? Go for it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
But I didn't have that growing up. If I told my mother, I can remember telling my mother once that I wanted to grow up and be a singer. And she looked at me and she said, "You can sing, but you ain't that good." And I never did it again.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, I get this dream.
So here's another good example. I remember Sassy. We was doing a Lego thing together,
Mm.
and she was used to her other dad doing the Lego pieces for her. I'm not like that. I don't do things for people. She wanted to put it together, so I had her put it together herself. She read the instructions. I helped her with some of the pieces because if you guys don't know, reading Lego instructions is fucking difficult as it is. Because they're like, put this piece this way sideways.
They just show you a picture and they think you're gonna see how it all
Yeah.
works.
And you're just looking at it like, am I reading Chinese right now?
Facts.
So, but I had her do it, and she started getting upset. And I told her, "You started complaining, you started crying or anything. I'm not gonna do it." And so she fucking locked in, put her Crocs in sports mode, and she freaking put it together. And by the time she was done, she freaking had her cinnamon roll hello
Cinema roll.
thing. Yeah. And she was like, "Oh my God, I did it."
She walked around for like 2 days when I built this. I did it.
Mm-hmm.
I did this.
Yeah.
Sassy's a good example because Sassy is very much like her father, where she gets very down on herself.
Mm-hmm.
Something doesn't go right, and it's all my fault. I ruined it. I didn't do it right. It's my fault. But when you watch her, when you sit down with her and teach her something, she gets so excited.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yes. And it was really cute because she did it. And she's like, look,
Yeah.
look at it.
As a matter of fact, she was asking for new Legos yesterday. She already has the set picked out she wants.
No, dear God. I'm gonna have to get a table or something.
So, yeah.
She's like, look at it, I got it done. But no, at the end of the day, you guys gotta understand, goals. That's the whole point of life. You want something, get it. Don't waste your time wallowing and sitting there like, how am I gonna get it, or doing this, or not making the steps. Just get it done. Look at it. Sometimes you have to look at, like, I'm gonna show my foodie side here in a second. Look at it like you're eating a sandwich. You gotta move that sandwich and get the right bite.
You gotta build the sandwich 1st.
Mhm.
You want this big ass sandwich. What goes on it? How does it go together? You gotta build it. So think of your goals like building a sandwich, and then eating your sandwich is actually achieving your goal.
Exactly. So, you got anything else to add, madam?
I don't think so.
Because we have a new segment.
We do. I keep
very
glancing at it, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to dive into this.
So we decided for this new season we're gonna add a new segment for Into the Nexus. Now I'm sure you guys have heard of it before in other podcasts. We're gonna find some weird ones probably.
We're gonna go for the ones that you're like, holy shit.
So
That was my reaction this morning.
Oh, because of the one you found.
Yes.
So Mama found one, so she's gonna read it, and we're gonna give our thoughts and comments and stuff afterwards. So go ahead.
Okay. Says, am I the asshole for implying that my wife eats too much by saying she might have parasites? I know this title alone might raise red flags. After all, you're not supposed to comment on a woman's eating habits at all, apparently. But I'm starting to become genuinely concerned that my wife has parasites. Why, you may ask? She eats like a wolf and doesn't gain weight. She also complains about being in actual pain from being hungry. But the main point of the story was a comment I made about how it's, quote, not natural she eats without gaining weight elsewhere, end quote, which apparently come off as the most offensive thing ever said. I'm seriously not trying to call her out or exaggerate her eating habits. This is everything she ate today, for example: 3 eggs, 15 to 20 mini hash browns, juice, and a smoothie, 4 sausages, a miniature steak roughly the size of half of your palm. This was breakfast, but partially spaced out about over an hour. Half of a poutine. Oh, I love poutine.
The fuck is poutine?
Poutine is fries with cheese curd and gravy. It's a Canadian thing. It's amazing.
Sounds good.
3 cake pops, another juice box, 6 chicken strips for lunch. Snacks were a half a platter of shrimp, about 8. Snow crab legs with garlic butter, 2 bowls of Mr. Noodles, 2 small pieces of cheesecake, a cup of hot cocoa, a salad with chicken, 3 bowls of carrots and broccoli. Then for dinner, she had 10 chicken nuggets, a McChicken, another bowl of ramen, a chocolate bar, and a soda. Now, I'm seriously not trying to judge and saying she's eating too much in a negative way, but she often says when she's hungry, her stomach hurts more than just a little hunger pain. The problem is, when I brought up the health concerns, I said, quote, no one can eat that much and not gain weight. Clearly, it's something wrong. And she took that as, wow, you eat way too much food, fatty. But I don't feel like I'm in the wrong. All the time I've been with her, she's gained 25 pounds tops, most of which she gained when she started medication years prior. She's 140 pounds, and that's not fat. I don't understand how she took it as me calling her fat in a bad way. I truly, genuinely believe it's not humanly possible to eat that much without gaining weight. I don't mean it in a mean way at all. I just truly think something's eating whatever enters her stomach or something. And so that being said, am I truly the asshole? I've apologized as she took it the wrong way, but I'm not sorry for being concerned, bringing up valid points. Am I the asshole?
First of all, before we get into that, this is what Mr. Noodle is.
Okay.
I was wondering because he made it sound like it was big.
Yeah, it's
So
a pack of ramen,
it's
you
just
guys.
it's normal noodles. Now, if he's genuinely concerned, I don't think he's the asshole, in my personal opinion. And he could have phrased it a bit differently, but in my personal opinion, I don't think he's the asshole because he's concerned for his wife for eating that much within a certain amount of time. Now, I'm going to be called an asshole, I swear to God. I'm going into this one. Now, if I knew somebody that was eating that much, I probably would have phrased it as, are you okay? Do you need to see a doctor or something? Because your eating habits are becoming more frequent or something along those lines. Because if somebody's eating habits change from, I don't know, like a meal every few hours to like freaking 5 meals every 5 minutes or something like that. I don't know. I don't even think that's possible. But if somebody's eating habits change that quickly, now I know people have high metabolism. You know, they can eat a lot and never gain weight. I know this. I work with somebody like that. He weighs less than that, about 20 pounds less than that.
Yeah, he's like 100 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah. So he could eat that pretty easily, but even still, I don't know. There was a lot of details that are missing here. You know, you can say that he could be the asshole for saying that she eats way too much or whatever, or not. But in my personal opinion, I don't think he is. I think if he's genuinely concerned, I think he is in the right to be concerned. He apologized even for it, but that's just my opinion. What do you think? No, how you got touch that one.
Here's the thing.
Mhm.
You can't fix stupid, and this guy's stupid.
Okay.
There is a thing called high metabolism. And I think this chickie's got it, and God bless her for having it because she's the lucky bitch. We all grow out of it. When I was 28, Speed's seen the pictures, I was literally 95 pounds.
Mhm.
5 babies later, I'm no longer 95 pounds. My left thigh might weigh 95 pounds. And also, as he's reading this, he's like reading everything she's eating, and there's no way she's not gaining weight. Are you with her every minute of the day? Do you know every single move she makes? For all you know, she's eating 5 dozen eggs for breakfast, and then you go to work and she hops on a treadmill for 3 hours.
Mhm.
I get the concern. I've also like looked at Speed's plate and went, the fuck are you putting all that? But I've never walked up and be like, yo, fatty, you have a parasite or something. You do not need to eat this much. And the most I've ever said is, you just ate. I'm going to make me food. Are you hungry or are you good?
Mhm.
Like, you just, my boy, delivery. And also, somebody get him a divorce lawyer because if he keeps up, he's going to need it. You know, like, I can appreciate the concern. I can. But I feel like maybe he just, I feel like we're missing the dynamic here.
Mhm.
Because if Speed had said that to me, like, do you think you have a parasite? I would have laughed it off, honestly. So I think, first of all, we're missing their dynamic. And secondly, is this like an emotional abuse thing where he's talking shit like this to her all the time? I do think he's a little bit of an asshole because he shouldn't, there's other ways you could have handled it. Now, I also think this goes back to the man woman thing. If he ate all that for breakfast, nothing would have been said.
Yeah, that would have been a whole different.
That'd have been a whole different story. If Speed ate all that for breakfast, well, he's a big boy and he eats a lot and he does and he is. But if Red or I ate that much, it'd be like, oh my God, girl, you're gonna gain so much weight. What are you doing?
So do we consider him an asshole?
I think as much as I hate to say it, no, I don't think he's an asshole. I think his heart was in the right place. I think I'm guessing in his 20s because he said his wife was 28. And you got a lot to learn about life. And listen, I love you. I do. You're great. But 28-year-olds are immature as fuck. And they don't know what the hell they're doing most of the time. This man is 28, but he acts 50. It's fine. He's 29. He's 29. You're so pretty. The look he is giving me right now.
You're talking about 28 years old. I'm like, but I know.
He just had a birthday. He's 29, but he acts more mature than I do most of the time. Now, Red, on the other hand, is 29, and I tell her all the time she acts like a toddler. Like, those are words that come out. Like, grow the fuck up. You're acting like a child here. So I think he's got a lot of growing up to do. And I think he could have handled it different. I can appreciate his concern for his wife. So no, he's not an asshole, but you're kind of a dick for not wording it right.
I think he could have probably phrased it a little bit better or something. But how do you phrase that problem? How do you, like, in the most proper way? Because I feel like the way I said it still sounds bad.
Like, listen, if she's getting so hungry her stomach hurts, as long as she's not, here's where my thought goes to, because I'm a girl and I overthink things, is she eating that much, and then is it like a bulimia thing?
Mhm.
If he knows it's not that, and she seems in otherwise good health, I say you let it go. Other than it sucks for your grocery bill. And I know this because my son eats like that. Between my son and Speed, I'm buying 15 pounds of lunch meat a week. Like, we go through a lot of food here because you both are big boys and you eat a lot. So I can understand that aspect of it, but
Poor guy came to us. He was like, I need new shirts.
he did, poor guy. Listen, Lunar has always been super tall. He's 6'2" and maybe what 100, 120 pounds
Until he came here.
until
We
he
fed
came
him food.
here and we started because when we lived in my house, it was just whatever we could grab quick.
Mhm.
And here it's a lot more meals.
Mhm.
And now he's filling out.
We're feeding him good.
Yeah. You want to eat good, you go to a Hispanic household. Let me tell you.
I know it's funny because when Mama first moved in here and stuff like that, I had to show like different things, seasonings and to cook different foods and stuff like that. And now she's like, I can't eat it any other way again.
Oh, I can't. No. I have to have sazon and adobo all the time. I have to have it.
Yeah.
I have to have slap your mama seasoning all the time.
But yeah, so that's what we agree on. You're not an asshole.
You're kind of a jerk.
You're kind of a jerk because of how you deliver it. But you're not an asshole. You're a nice guy. We understand the concern. But no,
Just remember, dude, that one day you're going to do something that seems weird, and she has every right to call you whatever.
so we're gonna be posting this once I get it edited and done. This is going on Spotify and this is also going on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you also will find our links somewhere at the bottom. There.
I'm excited for this season. We have a lot of good topics, as well as I think we're going to interview and introduce our new partners.
Mhm.
Mary's already on board. I got to talk to ACP,
Mhm.
but they are both amazing human beings.
Yep.
Amazing. And I think it's going to be fun to get to know them.
Those ones we might not be sitting next to each
Yeah,
other.
we'll have to be separate.
Yeah.
And with our videos on.
But I think with just the two of us, I think we're gonna be sitting side by side, make it easier for us. But yeah, so we probably still gonna do our interviews. We probably won't do it as heavily as we did previous season, because pretty much every episode was interviewing somebody. But I think this season we're gonna do more just the two of us and talk about the topics we want to talk about. And
There's a lot of important topics that people don't talk about
Mhm.
that we want to hit. But part of what we do is supporting people and supporting our community. And that's where these partners tie into.
Yeah.
Because we show them a ton of support. We game with them, we hang out with them. If we don't hear from one of them, we're DMing them to see if they're okay.
Mhm.
Like we know about each other's families, about each other's lives.
So yeah, just make sure like when you guys see this, well, when you see it on YouTube, but when you hear it on Spotify, make sure you guys like, comment, all that good jazz, so that way we can get out there in the world some more to get more people in
Yes.
to our community. So, but for the Spotify listeners, come look, watch it on YouTube. It's probably a little bit more funnier on YouTube because you'll see our faces.
You'll see the little death stare he gave me
Yeah, it's like-
on YouTube.
yeah. So, but yeah, we appreciate everybody giving it a listen and a good watch. Like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. We're gonna try to. We don't have a schedule.
We got to get one.
We're
We're working on it.
We're still trying to figure out a lot of the stuff because I work, so it's hard for me to do a whole bunch of edits at once because I'm usually tired by the time I get off of work.
And
So-
I'm home with the kids and exhausted.
Yes.
They're a lot of work.
So we're gonna get out these podcasts as fast as we possibly can. So yeah, but that's it for us, guys. Thank you for, like I said, listening and watching and all that good stuff. And we'll try to get this out to you as soon. We love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.